Alright guys, so in this video what we're going to do is we're going to react to how much money David Dobrik earns and spends. So it's reported that he can bring in anywhere from $250,000 to 300k every single month just from YouTube alone. So I want to look into a video explaining basically the money he earns and the worst money that he has ever spent. So David is extremely popular on YouTube with a few million subscribers, and his fan base has really grown over the last probably 3 to 4 years. If you don't know who he is, that's quite amazing that you don't know who he is, because his channel has gotten so big now. And I want to just dive into this because it's amazing how much money YouTube can bring to a popular creator, especially just through AdSense and all of that. And yeah, I want to see what he spends his money on. Does he invest? Does he save? Or does he blow it all on fancy cars? We will see. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into my laptop and I will see you there. Alright guys, so I've got the video pulled up, let's jump into it. So as you can see, the video is by Men's Health or Men's Wealth, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, let's just get stuck in.
I was getting around 60 million views a month, and my check each month would be a little over $275,000. It literally.
So right there, he just explained how 60 million views a month and $275,000 per month. If you do the maths on that, like that's basically $250,000 per month. So within 4 months he's hit $1 million. That's insane. Oh my god. And so YouTube money alone, like obviously David makes money from a whole bunch of other things as well, you know, probably like brand deals, maybe clothing, merch, all of that kind of stuff. But YouTube AdSense, nearly half or more than $500,000 per month. That's insane.
I felt like I was a drug dealer at that time. Hey guys, I'm David Dobrik, and today I'm going to tell you about the worst and best financial decisions I've made. A lot of things in the videos will cost a lot of money, and they'll be for like 5 seconds of like the vlog. So one time I wanted like a pony to be in my bathroom for a quick joke, and that was like a $400 spend.
400 on a pony for literally a few seconds of his videos. Now that sounds like it would be, you know, really bad money spent. Like why would you spend $400 for literally a few seconds? But if David gets 20 million views on this video, and let's say even 5 or 10 million of those people strictly came to the video because they knew there was going to be a pony in his bathroom or something crazy like this, it's probably worth his investment. Then he probably made way more than $400 back off of that 5-second portion from people coming in just for that.
I feel like this is kind of an interesting thing that not many people talk about, because it's kind of a weird thing. It's weird to talk about money, I guess, but as a kid, I always, like, my biggest fascination was like, how much do these YouTubers make, or how much do actors make, or how much does anybody in the entertainment world make? So I feel like I owe it to myself as a younger kid to talk about this. But so there's this thing that happened.
Okay, so I really respect that, because I think everybody likes to know, you know, how much money people make, but when it comes to yourself, it's really weird to say how much you make. And like most people wouldn't be comfortable with that kind of thing. So, you know, shout out to David for being open about it, because yeah, you know, it's really interesting.
So there's this thing that happened. It was the adpocalypse, and basically a bunch of advertisers pulled out of YouTube, and some YouTubers started to get paid a lot less because their content wasn't friendly, so advertisers wouldn't come on the channel anymore. And I was one of those people. I was getting around 60 million views a month, and my check each month for that time would be a little over $275,000, which is nuts. It literally felt like I was a drug dealer at that time. And then a year and a half ago, or like 2 years ago, it like kind of got cut, and now I get 200 million views, which is, you know, more than 3 times the amount of views I was getting before. But now my paycheck is under $2,000, which is
whoa. Okay, so I did not notice when I saw that first clip at the start. I just presumed he was still making that much from AdSense, but that makes a whole lot more sense. But like, how crazy is that to go from 60 million views at over 250k to what he's at now, which is, like he said, maybe 200 million views, and it's 2k. So obviously what I'd imagine he has done, and what loads of YouTubers have done since the ad apocalypse, is moved to merch, brand deals, and a whole bunch of other things that are going to actually make the money from their YouTube.
Which is crazy. It's crazy. It's a huge difference. Right now on YouTube, because my videos, I use like copyrighted songs, and I use My videos are a little bit more inappropriate than the rest. So right now I'm actually making less money a month on YouTube than I was when I was waiting tables at a retirement home, which is pretty crazy. You know, I could change my videos and make them more like age appropriate and cut out the music, but then it's just gonna lose like the video quality and why the videos are mine, which sucks because it does hurt the videos. Like there's a lot less to do with a smaller budget, but I'm still like in like the best. I have the best job in the world, so I can't complain, but I just like, that's some background. I do a lot of different like science experiments that are kind of just like goofy experiments we do in my backyard. We bought dry ice. That was a little over $10,000. And then we bought, we buy like a lot of liquid nitrogen, a bunch of different chemicals to like have stuff explode in the backyard. And those usually cost a lot, but.
Again, you know, huge amount of money on props for a YouTube video, but if he's making that back in either AdSense, maybe when he had a higher, you know, return from all of his videos like that when he was making 250k per month, would make sense then. But obviously right now a lot of this links to attention, which he knows how to monetize his attention, which means he may not get a load of pay from YouTube directly, but he gets attention from YouTube. So he pushes that attention then to other platforms, merch, brand deals, all those other things like we talked about that obviously will still bring him in a lot of money.
I think the craziest money we've ever spent, like the most, would have been for Heath's Lamborghini. Heath is like the biggest fan of supercars, and I do this thing in my videos where I get my friends different cars. I think we've done like 14 or 15 cars in the last year, which is nuts. So I partnered up with EA, Need for Speed, and we got him a brand new Lamborghini, and it was sitting in my driveway when we pulled up.
I'm shaking, I'm crying.
I always think everything happens for a reason, and I feel like my paycheck getting cut on YouTube was almost like a wake-up call to be like, hey, don't be comfortable here on YouTube, like expand your things, like with merchandise and whole other things, like expand the business. It was kind of like a blessing in disguise, I guess.
Because it made you grow your...
Yeah, it made me go, okay.
Definitely. And I think this happens to everybody, whether you're a YouTuber or you run, you know, a dropshipping business, or you do absolutely anything. Whatever you do to make money, there's always going to be times where something happens, right? Something gets thrown off, or, you know, you get an ad account disabled, your store gets flagged, something happens, and you have to shift, you have to pivot. And I think these are the things that really will show if you're cut out, you know, to make money continually, or if you're just in it for a quick buck. You know, so if David was in it for a quick buck, he would have got that pay cut, maybe would have quit YouTube, or maybe would have said, you know what, this isn't for me, or something like that. Whereas obviously it weans out the people who are going to give up at the slightest hurdle. So yeah, I think it's always going to happen.
It made me go, okay, like this YouTube isn't forever, obviously, so I gotta go and try to do some other things. So the way, like when I give away anything like a car or like a trip or any kind of money, it's always partnered with a brand. So instead of taking the money from the brand, I give it to the person that needs it. That way, I mean, I don't have much money out of my own pocket to give, just because, you know, YouTube doesn't pay very well. So it's the best like thing to do when you're collaborating with brands, because everyone hates watching like branded videos. But now when they see that I have a brand in my video, they go, oh, something cool is gonna happen. Like someone's about to get a gift or something cool. So I feel like that's like an interesting approach to it.
I like that a lot. Very, very good point that, look, brand deals are, you know, people know a brand deal when they see one. And, you know, most YouTube videos now, if you're watching a big creator, they'll be like a 15-second intro of like, this video is sponsored by X, Y, and Z, and they'll go on a spiel, and you know it's just like they're saying that to get paid, but they don't maybe believe in it, they don't maybe even use the products themselves. Whereas what he's doing, I think, is very interesting, because you're not going to click off the video because he's giving a Lamborghini away. You're going to click onto the video, you're going to watch it more, even though you know now that it's actually probably sponsored by Lamborghini, that they maybe supplied the Lamborghini, or they at least gave half of it or something like that.
I guess my slogan when it comes to money would be always give back. I know it sounds cheesy, but it goes without saying. Once you have money, you're gonna want to give back, and it's the best feeling. I ran into like another YouTuber the other day, and he just came up to me and he goes, how nuts is this? Like all of this, like how crazy is it that like...
Alright, so that was actually a shorter video than I expected. I thought it was going to be like 10 minutes. I did not check the timestamp. But very interesting what we kind of looked at there, like of how much he used to make, now what he makes. He didn't go into details of like how he makes his money now, which he's obviously not living off 2k per month. Like he lives in LA, he's got a big house, you know, I'm sure he's living off a lot more, so he's obviously getting that cash from somewhere, like we just talked about, brand deals, sponsorships, merch, and all of that. So I'd be really interested to see what he actually makes now on a monthly basis with all of that. And I would like to think that it's pretty, I would say it's around what he was used to making. I would say the figure is very similar to what he used to make, if not more, because I know merch can be extremely profitable if you do it right, so it could even be more. And yeah guys, let me know if you like these type of videos. I definitely would want to do more of these because they're fun to watch, they're fun to find out more about how much like YouTubers make and other celebrities and what they spend their money on. So let me know if you want to see more of these videos. And yeah, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and as always, hit the like for the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.